Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. I was just gonna say I'm in the mood for a fun draft, and opening Time Walk definitely sets you down that path. It just there's something so satisfying about taking multiple extra turns. Mox Jet is awesome, Windswept Heath is great, but this card's the most fun. I think it is better than a Mox. It's just so fun. My favorite blue card in the cube. What do we want to do with Time Walk? It's very good with Gut. I keep getting past this card and like you just don't it's really hard to pass a Gut, to be honest. Time Walk Gut is absolutely disgusting. Occult Epiphany is also pretty good. I actually am relatively surprised by this card often. It's the fact that its instant speed is kind of cool. We're gonna take Gut though. Name a better combo here. Flooded Strand helps with these. Reprieve is really good. Rogran Triumph for fixing. I like Renin 6, but not necessarily here. Third Path is also interesting. I think I'm going to take the fetch first, because the mana requirements of this type of deck are pretty high. Spellseeker for Time Walk is pretty nice. I love Wasteland as well, but I'm going to take the Spellseeker here. Tundra I like a lot. Infernal Grasp, Eternal Witness. I mean, this is so greedy. This is not optimal. Don't do this if you're playing, because the best way to play cards like Time Walk is to just like play them and then move on. It gives you so much value the first time you play it. You don't need to play it 2 or 3 or 4 times. It's fun, but you're just better off if your whole deck is proactive and then you just have this card. That being said, this is tempting. Tundra is pretty tempting too, but that doesn't help with Ewit. Ketria Triumph is also pretty good. I mean, come on. Let's do it. Seachrome Coast, Avacyn's Pilgrim. We probably want some accelerants if we're gonna be like e-witnessing. This one actually tapping for white, I guess could be okay. Likely not. And then there's Galvanic Discharge as well. Better with Gut, but we're not like this is our only red card, so we could move into blue-green. We'll take the accelerant here. I think having pressure in play is fairly important with Time Walk, and Mana Dorks help with that a lot. Take a Land War Elves. I mean, they're also really good with Gut too. Like you can go turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Gut. The biggest problem is getting this fixing is going to be a bit of a challenge, especially because we passed the Triome for Eternal Witness. We'll see though. Oof, Chain Lightning Botanical Sanctum. Um, Yikes. Chain Lightning's so good. Sanctum helps us do all the rest of the stuff with our deck. The only biggest issue I have with it is it's not like a dual. If this was a dual land, easy pick, take this, move on. It's not a dual land. I'm gonna take the Chain Lightning. Let's get a little greedy here. This whole draft is greedy. Again, do as I say, not as I do. Okay, this pack. Power equals the number of cards you've drawn. Flying Vigilance. When you commit a crime, you can loot. So he's going to be a 1/3 flying most of the time. I think Flame Slash is just better. I think Flying Vigilance, you can draw. Yeah, Flame Slash is better. It kind of serves our removal quota. The biggest issue with blue-green is its lack of interaction. So getting 2 like pretty good removal spells is good. My biggest issue is they're both sorcery speed, which is a huge hit, especially in just the modern cube. Everything has haste. Like just all the good cards have haste. Or if they don't have haste, they have pseudo haste. Like they've been moving a lot to when you attack instead of when this creature attacks, which is basically just giving it haste. But like not even necessarily worse. So just keeping that in mind, I guess. Elspeth is the card I'm most likely to. Upheaval Eternal Witness is actually kind of I'm gonna keep this. I don't know what we're doing, but we do have like Elf Eternal Witness Upheaval, and you could just keep looping that. Rogran Triumph is the Jeskai one. Okay. I could take Third Path Iconoclast. I could take Loot the Pathfinder. Double Strike Vigilance Haste. Add 3 mana, draw 3 cards, deal 3 damage. I mean, that's spicy. This gives red-blue fixing. I'm gonna take this. I like loot, but like I'm taking such greedy picks here that I have to respect mana when I see it. I'm gonna take Sacrifice Artifacts. This is good with Gut. It's like just fine, but Thought Scour is also just fine. Generous End helps with the mana. Okay, black is wide open, man. I'll take Yawgmoth's Will. There's a world. There is a world where we Yawgmoth's Will a Time Walk. Unlikely. Okay, well, oh no. The correct pick's like a Dismember. But we got Tamio, we got Narset. Uh, oof. Okay, what do I do here? Tamio is the most fun with Time Walk. Narset is the best if we're trying to like get some draw sevens going. Narset's also the least likely to wheel. And then this is just the best card we could ask for. I'm gonna take Narset, try and wheel the Narset's so bad here, right? Like you're gonna go turn 1 Land Realms, turn 2 Narset. You would need a blue-green duel, which we don't have. Alright, I want to take Dismember. Take Dismember, wheel Tamio. Am I willing to risk it? Yes. Okay, we're gonna do a responsible pick here. So then we could be irresponsible in the future. We've got Gush. Orcish Bowmaster is real good. This pack is pretty bad for us. There's a Pyrokinesis, which gives us like kind of way too much removal. It's really good. I think it's an excellent card, but that's significant amount of removal here. If I'd taken Tamio, or yeah, any of the Planeswalkers, I'd be happier about this. Although I could take this and cut like a Flame Slash. Not entirely sure what to do. This is kind of fixing. I can just grab a Gush because I think it's fantastic. I'm gonna take Gush. I think it's the best card, even though we're not even close to casting it right now. Plain Swamp Forest, that doesn't help. The problem I'm having is we saw all of the good fixing in pack 1 and someone took the Ketria Triumph, so there's probably someone else in this mana color. I feel like the draft is telling us to go Jeskai, and then taking something like a Teferi here makes the most sense. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do our own thing, I guess. Jetmir's Garden with Flooded Strand helps with green-red. Brazen Borrower's pretty good. Robber the Rich doesn't give stuff, but it is also a good card, actually. It's fairly proactive. We also have Karizev plus Gut. Okay, I think I'm gonna take Robber. Just another tapped Triumph doesn't really help us, I don't think. Although I guess Generous End could have gotten it. Okay, this pack. That's triple on color. Yeah, triple on color. Okay, we have at least one tri-land, but the problem is it doesn't, like our deck's all about turn 1 stuff. It doesn't do that at all. It does help with turn 2 though. I would not recommend this deck. It all went wrong when I took Eternal Witness, and we knew that going into it, and you just have to accept that this is going to be suboptimal when you're trying to e-witness a Time Walk. Commercial District, yes. It is tapped again, but we got to work with what we got. Okay, here, Jace's Prodigy I like a lot. Tamio's also, what? Wait, this is a 6th pick Tamio? Wow. I mean, I'm like never casting her turn 1, but I think you just see a Tamio, take a Tamio here. Spirebluff Canal helps a lot. It's not an island for Gush, unfortunately, but again, we're working with horrendous mana, and we just got to do what we got to do. Take a Copperland Gorge. I don't know if this Gush is going to get here because, like, so much of our fixing is not island-based. It'd be so sick in this deck, though. Like, Gush, I see a lot of people questioning why I think this card is good or just disvaluing it, and I think it's because they're playing reactive decks. If you're just, like, holding up mana, waiting to counter something, blah, 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 Gush is terrible because you're just like anti-tempoing yourself. But if you're actively using your mana every turn and your curve is fairly low and streamlined, Gush is quite good. Hang on, let me do this. Territorial Kavu actually can get pretty big in this deck. Dude, why is this going so late? Oh, this fixes for green black. I mean, oh, that's such a late grief. Anyway, like if your deck goes like 1, 2, 3, that's it. You play Gush. On turn 3, you have 2 lands. You just Gush back those lands, tap them for mana, Tap them for mana, then gush. Play another land. You've just like added mana to your deck or your turn if you didn't have a third land. So if you're running a low land count, this is sort of just like 0 mana or negative mana draw, which is great. Karizev plus Gut is good. It's about all it's good with. I have Legion Extruder plus Chainsaw as well. A lot of removal. I'm gonna take Karizev. Dude, this is... Why is black so open? Alright, take this. This could be like a Prophet's Eidetic Memory world somehow. I don't think we're upheavaling. This Ent can do some stuff. There's a Titania. Titania's busted. I have 2 fetches. Okay, something to consider. There's also Storm Chaser's Talent if we want to be like max greedy. I think we take Titania first. And just like, we're really hoping that this deck gets there. Steam Vents versus a Pyrogoyf. Steam Vents is the first fetchable untapped red source with Flooded Strand. Pyrogoyf is insane. Probe's pretty good in this deck. I think I gotta take the Steam Vents. I want to turn 1 Tamio as much as possible, even though it's going to be very unlikely. Starting Town helps quite a bit. I would consider playing a Brain Surge, but we're going to Starting Town here. Oko. That's a good one. Wow. Okay, on color Oko. Love that. Missing out on like maybe a Sheldock. We'll take an Oko. Okay. Oko Gut also pretty good combo. So black is not going to happen as much as I want it to. We have Gush Upheaval on deck. I'm going to say like 0% chance Upheaval works and like 3% chance Gush works. We would need so much good fixing to like really get there. Jace the Mind Sculptor is kind of spicy with Prophet's Eidetic Memory. Sentinel as a 3 goes pretty well with our 2 1-mana accelerants. Also easier on the mana. I could just take the fixing. I have... Okay, these are not happening. This is a land. So 9 we have... I think we need more playables. Between Jace and Sentinel. I think Jace is better. Evora does make blood tokens, which is good with Legion Extruder and Gut, but I think that card almost always wheels. I'm gonna take the Jace. Mostly because I like Jace. It's very fun. Here we've got Preordain, Urza, Mishra's Bauble. Huh. What is this thing? Oh, it's black, but it's like you can play things from graveyard and discard whatever. Okay, not doing that. Consult the star charts can kind of help, but this scales with how many lands you have. I think I'm gonna take a Preordain. Sort of works as fixing. This deck is a mess. It's a really good blue-red deck that I tried to put an Eternal Witness into. That's just where we're at. I would love, like, I don't think I've seen a single counter spell. We're definitely fighting someone in blue, which is probably why we're not getting any fixing. In fact, I think we're fighting someone in blue-red, because we're getting all the red creatures that, like, a spells player wouldn't care about. We're a little bit more proactive than that. But I think that's what's happening. This is why you don't force archetypes. But, I mean, come on. You can't just not go for a fun Time Walk deck. So, Flooded Strand... Oof. Flooded Strand currently can't get green, right? Yeah, we really want to find a duel for this. Like a white-green land would work. Not this. Not this. Copter goes really well in the deck, though. We have cheap early stuff, good with like stuff that sacrifices artifacts. I like a Copter. Eagles. No, we're not in white. Relic is also interesting, but our curve isn't very top-heavy, so... Okay, that's white. This blue, white, green. There's also a miscalc and a Thalia. Yikes. Okay, I think Savannah is important. Well, Savannah basically gives us 1 additional source of green on turn 1, just because Flooded Strand gets green, which does help a lot with Elves and Pilgrim. Miscalc is quite good in this deck, but I think our turn 1 Elves are so important here that I'm going to take the land. Okay. I like Makti and Itla a lot. I think this card is very underrated. Consider could be helpful. Storm Chaser's Talent can get back Time Walk. But I think if we want to like there's a difference between like meming and like drafting to win, and this is like hyper meme, but it doesn't really do anything else in our deck. So I want to meme, but maybe have a higher chance of winning in this deck. Probe. Probe is pretty good. I don't have anything really that does Gauss stuff, so I'll take a probe. Okay. Kind of very disappointed now, because I took that green-white duel over something pretty important. I could take Phantasmal Image. That's good with Eternal Witness. Kind of good with Titania, honestly. Like, you lose Titania, but you just get more value. And I don't need a second Temple Garden. Like, we just needed the one fetchable. Malcolm, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. We do get Thornspire Verge. That's great. Double blue, maybe taking Jace was a mistake because double blue is going to be hard. I don't know. Pack 2 was just all black cards. And this one is like... we get Natalia and a Faithless Looting. Okay. Is Show and Tell in the cube? I feel like I haven't seen it. Not like it's good or anything. This card is like just stone unplayable, right? When it enters, exile the top card of your library. You can play it for as long as you control this creature. So this is like a bad Elvish Visionary that then transforms into... Whenever you play land from exile or cast a spell from exile, put a counter on Nia. Where'd you go? Where the heck did this card go? Okay. Remove 2 counters from Nia, exile the top card of your library. You can play that. Flying Vigilance Haste. It's bad. I mean, it's 5 mana, 4/4 Flying Vigilance Haste. That's like so many stats and stuff. Sarah Angel would be like rolling over in its grave. Yeah, the stats are good. It's just a lot of stuff. Okay, let's put this here. 26, sort of 25. What do we want to do? We need to make a couple cuts, but not a ton. Dismember goes here. Probably... How's my blue looking right now? That's the real question. 1, 2. Can Generous End get blue? Do I have a green blue? No, I don't. I might not even play Generous End then if it's not getting blue. It just gets green-red. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Because we're never casting it, so it's just a tapped green-red duel. Right now for blue, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources. It's a late double blue. Red, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Red is really, we're covered on red. And then green is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you know what? Maybe we just play some extra islands here. But we can make our blue requirements so small if we don't play Jace. Yeah, I think taking Jace was a mispick for that reason. I could play this card. I mean, it's quote unquote bad, but we have the white, and you can, I guess, play it on either side and transform it on either side. It's something. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 white sources. Could be into it. Let's put these in. 24. I think 24 lands in this deck is perfect. We'll put these in. See what the mana looks like. Where's the swamp? Y'all are crazy. Okay, ditch that, ditch that. Right now for blue, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources. This will be 7. Honestly, not terrible. We only have a couple blue cards. I think I might cut Prophet's Eidetic Memory for Nia Skysail Storyteller. And then green, we have a lot. Or let's do this, I guess. And I'm going to cut this for this thing. We technically can flip it, but I think this is a Prophet's Eidetic Memory that can be sacrificed to Gut, because Gut can only sacrifice creatures or artifacts, and like the whole appeal of this is you play it, draw a card, and then do something. So I think I like this. The other option is playing Malcolm, which is just fine. I think this deck needs a little bit more velocity. So I think we're going to do it like that. See you all round 1. All right, we're playing against Raging Planets. We don't have a hand yet. Okay, that took almost 2 minutes. Yeah, I'll keep this. It's got all our spells, all our colors. Rugran Triumph turn 1 into Landscape, fetch a forest, gives us all of our colors, but it's pretty slow. Like, yeah. This deck needs some help. Okay, opponent mulligan to 6, and they're playing blue, which probably is good for us. As long as, like, Reanimator is a disaster. Any kind of unfair deck, fairly disastrous for us. Third land's pretty good. Let's just draw. This hand, the problem is it's not proactive at all, right? I got removal, and then my first play's on turn 3 on the draw. I need them to play like a 2-drop, like Thalia. Glimmer Lens, I can kill that. You know what? We'll take it. I will Chain Lightning. I'm very unlikely to, like, end up Chain Lightninging their face here. So I'm just going to Chain Lightning the Rebel token. And then fetch a... Ooh. Yeah, I think I still kill this. And they can't daze me, so we're going to Chain Lightning. And doing this allows me to Oko turn 3, which really sets me up for Inti, which will be good. We'll do that. Or, like, if they play another creature, I could go Inti plus Flame Slash, and that starts being helpful. Inti's just not as good when it's your first creature. It's a lot better when you can play it and attack with something else. Forensic Gadgeteer. Okay, so we're playing against artifacts. Honestly, a decent matchup. Unless they have a Mox. That'd be bad. But if I can go like Inti Flame Slash, that would be pretty good. I keep, like, usually when people pause this long, they're sending chats. It's kind of annoying. Okay, they do have a bobble. That's a little bit rough, but that's okay. A bobble random card. You got it. You can see Inti. Okay. So we got a couple options. I can just play Oko. But I think killing the Gadgeteer now before things get a little bit crazy, and it makes the clue token more expensive, is probably worth it. Get a forest. So I think we're just going to go Inti plus Flame Slash. Unless I draw something better. Because I could turn this into a 3-3, but then Oko's... Oh, wow. I mean, Gut isn't good this turn. Playing Seasoned Pyro would be good for so many reasons. But I think killing the Gadgeteer here is probably in my best interest. Let's go Inti. Flame Slash. Big reason too is like they know about Inti. I can maybe discard this Seasoned Pyromancer or Spellseeker. Spellseeker's great, it gets Time Walk. Unless I draw a land though, I'm pretty unlikely to end up like using that. Okay, consider totally fine. They put Caldra Complete. Okay. This card's actually kind of good against my deck in particular. I don't love that. It's a 5/5 indestructible. I don't think I have any removal for a thing. Soulguard Lantern we don't care about. Actually, we do. They hit our fetch, which makes Titania worse top deck. Okay. I'm either going to play Oko or Spyro here, so let's attack with Inti here. I think I'm just going to discard the Spellseeker. I have so many better 3s. Make a 3/3 here. Also, maybe getting them to tap out so that I can play Oko. Because I don't really want to Season Pyro any of these things. Do that. We hit a mountain, which I definitely just want to play. Yeah, let's just get down Oko. They might counter it. That'd be unfortunate. They only have 2 cards, though. Perfect. Let's make a food. Because the other thing is, like, if they do counter or something, at least they're not using clue mana. And so it's like, we're not really wasting their mana if we don't play something, because they get to use it on the clue. So if they have a counter spell, we just want to get it out of their hand as soon as possible. What would be a disaster? Not a lot. Gut with Oko is really good. I was thinking like Fractured Identity, but Urza's fine. Pretty good in their deck, actually. We can make him an Elk. Can I ultimate and take him? Power 3 or less. I could just steal Urza. Here's your food. The boots. Okay. Oh, dude, they're gonna... They can't kill Oko currently. They can put him down to 1. Makes the ultimate not possible. Yep, attacking Oko. As long as Oko has 1 health, it really doesn't matter because both of his good abilities are upticks, which is so insane. This thing does not have trample. They have 1 card in hand and a bunch of mana. Looks like they have another... Oh, they're going to equip Boots to Urza, maybe? Oh. They could have killed me. Right? They just Phantasmal Image the Urza, get another construct. I guess they had to tap the construct in order to play it. That makes sense. They get Inti post-combat. Okay. I could also just kill Inti with Oko. Uptick. That's pretty tempting, actually. Dismember is great. I can gut or I can seasoned pyro. Seasoned pyro discarding stuff makes Inti pretty good, but I like my hand. So gut dismember here seems pretty good. Um, this thing is haste. I can chump with gut if I need to. Honestly, not that bad. I think I do just kill their Inti. So we'll do that. Then we're gonna play gut. Do I want to discard? Probably. Do I discard Commercial District? I mean, I want to play Commercial District so that I can just season Pyro. Let's attack. I mean, hit them for 8. Attack them. Let's do this first. I think I will discard this. Just to grow my creature. Territorial Kavu. Cannot play it, unfortunately. But we're just here for, like, doing more damage. Sack the food. Hit you for 8. Then we will dismember the Urza. Deny them a ton of mana. They have no cards in hand? Yeah, it's not looking so hot. I won't even... If they attack Oko, I won't even chump. We get to go Seasoned Pyro. Draw effectively 2 cards. Double trigger Inti. Yeah, that'll just do it. Okay, they have artifacts. I don't think I have any sideboard for any matchup, basically, so just run it back. Being proactive, though, right? We had Gut, we had Inti, we had some attacks. Kind of all you can ask for, but we don't... I guess Makti and Itla would be pretty good against their deck. Yep. It's got a Time Walk. It's got... Honestly, not the best hand, but Phantasmal Image seems okay. Can crew a Copter or something. Legion Extruder is some amount of removal. I will play this tapped. Excited to see what this thing does. It is a 5 mana Flying Vigilance 4/4 haste that has like other minor abilities. But for the most part, in my mind, this is 5 mana 4/4 Flying Vigilance haste, which is crazy. I'm not saying it's not crazy. Duelist of the Mind does not die to a Legion Extruder, and it's very good against Phantasmal. No, this doesn't trigger, but it does stuff if it does trigger. Let's go Spirebluff Canal into a Copter. Go ahead. We're waiting on Time Walk. For those wondering, like, the longer you wait on Time Walk, just the better it is. If you have 2 lands out, you play Time Walk. This is basically plus 2 mana, plus 1 card. If you have 10 lands out, this is plus 10 mana, plus 1 card. If you have creatures out, suddenly it's like 5 extra damage, plus 10 mana. So just the longer you can wait and hold this card in your hand, the better it is, assuming your position is getting stronger. Like, if you're progressing towards a weaker board state, then obviously play this sooner. But basically, you want to wait and play this at the peak of like your tempo, so then you can like, you know, if they're at 18, we play Titania and Time Walk in the same turn. That's insane, because you just generate 10 power and attack right away. We take 1. Jacked Rabbit. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah, their deck is also proactive. Flame Slash is amazing. Okay. I think given the way things are working, let's play this. They could Daze, and I think Flame Slash is more important here. And I'm going to play Phantasmal Image on the Jacked Rabbit, I think. Because this thing, if it dies, you don't get the card, which is so bad. Oh, wait, you can't, wait a second. I should have imaged first because I can't Phantasmal Image after I Flame Slash, right. Okay. Given all of that, I think we're just gonna play Nia anyway. Nia, this thing, cast. Inti's a good card to be able to cast. Let's crew. At the moment I'm discarding Legion Extruder, but we'll see what I draw. Spell Seeker, that's bad. Yeah, I definitely wish I had a Jacked Rabbit instead of this, but we'll see. If they don't do anything and I get to go like Inti Time Walk, I'll be very happy. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, that dies to Legion Extruder if they have Caldra Complete. Yep. Attack me for 1. Do they have Mana Drain? There's a mountain. That's, I mean, that's all you can ask for. Let's see if they counter my Inti here. Okay. Let's crew with this. And I think I'm gonna discard this phantasmal image. I guess I should have looted with the copter first, but we'll discard this. Growing Nia. We draw a land. Then we get to loot off the copter. Copperline Gorge. We'll discard that. Put a land in our graveyard so that we can Titania it back. Well, we hit 2 great cards. This happens. I'm just gonna go for Time Walk because that basically ends the game. If they don't have a counterspell, it's over. If they have a counterspell, we're kind of in a bad spot no matter what. Counterspell, yeah. I don't know, maybe this didn't make sense, because if I Legion Extruder, they get a Kaldra, but that doesn't matter that much. They get a 5/5. Doesn't have flying though, and I could just inti the Smuggler's Copter. Also, I guess I have to get a green source, and I think I just exile the forest as well. It's gonna be hard to cast this Titania, but I can always discard her if it's too much. Take 1. So Kaldra Complete is 5/5, and it just kills anything, I think. Robber the Rich. Okay, let's crew. Yeah, because I'm trying to hit Titania stuff. Let's crew here. Just attack with the copter. I can make it 4, so they actually die next turn. Let's do copter stuff first. Oko's also fantastic. Okay, let's discard a robber. That will trigger Inti. Land? Perfect. And just tapped, but at least we get it. Do I want to discard a card? I want to play Oko and Starting Town. I don't really need a Legion Extruder anymore. Make this a 4/4. Llanowar Elves. This is... Unfortunately, I can't play Llanowar Elves and Oko. They're down to 5. We get to go Starting Town. I mean, you can't just not play Oko. Make a food. And I don't have green for the elf, but I have green for Titania next turn. Here comes Kaldra. Yeah, really wish I had my Time Walk right now. Forensic Gadgeteer doesn't do anything. It's really, if they don't have a flyer, I can just turn Duelist of the Mind into an elk and then just kill them with Copter plus Inti. And they're tapped out, so I think they're dead. Wow. Getting a kill with this game so easily with this deck is very surprising. But yeah, the power of Smuggler's Copter, right? Just did almost all their health. They attack Oko. They want to attack with Duelist of the Mind. So I can prevent 2. I think that makes sense. Yeah, because I need Oko to turn this into an elk so that I could just kill them. Oh, okay, Zern Orb. You're doing something. That'll get you a little bit. Okay, we are going to... I mean, Titania doesn't make a 5/3 because I don't have a fetch right now. So that's worth mentioning. Oko. Because they have Zern Orb, I don't think I need to elk this thing. They can chump block with it if they want to. I'm just gonna make the food into a 3/3. Then I guess I should have turned this into a 3/3. Whatever. Let's crew the copter with Inti. We will attack. See if I can get a fetch land into the graveyard here. We'll loot first. That's much better than the Pilgrim. And at this point, better than Titania 2, I think. Sorry, Titania. No fetch in the graveyard means sadness. Let's discard Pilgrim as well. Grow this thing to a 5/5. Get an island. Okay, you gain some life. You gotta gain more life, my friend. You're gonna die if you don't. Never mind. They're at 7. I don't know what I'm thinking. Ignore me. This is my only green. 1, 2, 3. Discard nothing. I guess we don't get to trigger Inti from this. Draw 2. That's very good. Holy cow. Alright, let's go Island, play Tameo, and we have Dismember for the Phyrexian Germ. They just conceded Tameo. Love it. See you next round. Hey, if you're looking for more of my content, I'm actually posting daily on my Caleb Gannon channel, doing a ton of variety from Slay the Spire, Merge Maestro, Star Vaders, Clover Pit. There'll be a lot more different types of content coming, so if you're interested at all in just more content, go check out Caleb Gannon Gaming, link in the description. Okay, playing against Oyadosin, something like that. We're on the play, which is huge. When you got a sketchy deck, you gotta live and die by the die roll, I guess. Lutri. Ooh, this hand's nice. Keep this. No blue, but we have everything else. Do this. Play this thing. I get to go, I guess, just cast Inti and attack most likely. Although I can also Seasoned Pyromancer. But I think Inti this turn is going to be great because I can curve. Oh, I don't have blue. That's rough. Yeah, Savannah is worse than all of these. Do this, play Inti. And do I want to attack, or do I want to just play Evanston's Pilgrim so I have a ton of mana? If I play Evanston's Pilgrim, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So I couldn't Season Pyro and Oko. I think I will just get this down, so maybe my sequencing wasn't quite right. That's okay, though. If I don't draw a blue source, likely I will Seasoned Pyro away everything but Oko. And then hopefully with Inti I can hit the blue mana. Okay. I love just Goblin Bombardment. Smuggler's Copter is pretty good, but I think it's gotta go. Unless I discard Oko Savannah and keep Copter. But I really want to attack with Inti this turn, I think. I haven't played a land. Let's discard these. Phantasmal Image. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've done it. We play an island. Love it. I can Phantasmal Image. Let's Preordain. Chain Lightning Flooded Strand. May discard a card. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter. So I could put something on top and exile it, but I already played a land this turn. Honestly, though, Chain Lightning could be okay. Anything I draw, I could discard. I think I'm gonna bottom. No, I'll just go top. And then we will attack for 3, keeping Flooded Strand around. Yeah, because I can't play anything else this turn, so I'm not going to Inti here. I don't think. I could make Inti survive an attack by making it 3/3, but it also makes it like a removal magnet. I think I'm just not going to do it. Chain Lightning is on top. They do nothing. I can live with that. What could they have here? Not entirely sure, but let's attack with Inti, Pyro, Elemental. I think I want all the rest of my mana. And at the moment, I'm just going to discard this Chain Lightning. And we're going to grow the Elemental. They have Pyrokinesis. Tishana's Tidebinder. Okay. So they stop Inti from triggering, and it's just a 2/2. That's not bad. I hope they don't trade with Seasoned Pyro, but they're pretty incentivized not to because, like, counter that. They don't want this to go in my graveyard, and then I can make a bunch of creatures. Why did that not counter Inti? Is that an activated ability? I guess so. Okay. I'll take it. They trade. Perfect. Now I get to have my dream turn of Flooded Strand. Grabbing. I'm not going to play around Daze. Famous last words. We're going to play Oko first then. Oh. That's why. I needed. I guess I didn't have. Yeah, I could have Steam Vents. I actually wanted untapped blue. That's okay. Let's go Oko. Because I was going to Phantasmal Image Seasoned Pyro, discard my hand to get more stuff. Yeah, I wanted the untapped Steam Vents. They have Force of Will, Subtlety, exiling Uro. Then they can ping my Llanowar Elves. Yep. I don't have blue, so there's no point in tapping mana. Put it on top. I too would like to draw an Oko. What do you got for us, opponent? Hopefully not a Minsc Boo. That's going to be tough. That feels like a Minsc Boo. 4/3 Lingus? Yeah, for 2? Could be worse. Very much regretting not having a seasoned Pyromancer in play right now. They take the Monarch. I'm definitely taking it back. They could kill my Avacyn's Pilgrim. I almost wonder if they should. They know what I'm drawing. So let's play Oko. Then I'm gonna Phantasmal Image Seasoned Pyromancer. Draw 2. 2 good cards. Oko will. I can just make a food. It's probably the play. I can attack them with 2 creatures here. That takes the Monarch back unless they block and then sacrifice both of their things to kill the Elemental, which feels pretty unlikely. Yeah, we'll just take the Monarch back. So they can try and kill Oko. Not that worried about it, because if they're killing Oko, then they're not hitting me. And I don't think... You have to hit me to take the Monarch back. Ooh, Cradle plus 4 Theaterlingus is spicy. Okay, loot the Pathfinder. Double Strike, Vigilance, Haste. Does not have Trample, but they can kill Seasoned Pyromancer pre-combat if they think about it. And this can shoot something for 3 damage no matter what. So they can kill Oko almost deterministically. Me, Oko. Okay, so Oko dies if they sack the knight, but they can't, like, really kill... Okay, yeah, they're going to do 3 damage there. That makes sense. So Oko's just dying and I'm losing the Monarch. But they're tapped out and I think they're like dead on board. So it's pretty good. They can get around it a little bit with Goblin Bombardment, but they're at 7 and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically I have a lethal attack, but we're just going to Spellseeker for Time Walk. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna play Spellseeker first. I don't want them shooting my Avacyn's Pilgrim, even though this tells them kind of what's going on. Attack for 4. I think you just concede. Okay. Yeah, this is the downside of doing this pre-combat, but I think if they shoot my Pilgrim, I don't have the mana to be able to do all of this. Oh, they did this all pre-combat. Okay, hit you for 2. 1, 2, plus 4, you go to 1 currently. It's gonna be more than that. We'll do this. I will take the Monarch. Play Time Walk. Draw a card. Then we just Robber the Rich. Yep. Okay. Pretty good deck from them. 4 Theaterlingus. I mean, I don't have a sideboard, so we're at the mercy of our draws. Yeah, this green splash is unhinged in this deck. It's not good. Okay, opponent timed out of sideboarding. So maybe they... I always just think people were getting a sandwich, but in this case it could be pizza. Because I just ate pizza. Dude, it's been so long since I had pizza. And I finally had it. Because what happens is, my wife gets pizza at work, but I like work for home for myself, whatever. So she always gets pizza at work for like whatever, morale or something like that. So she never wants pizza. And then I never get pizza because we never order pizza. But finally, it had been long enough of no pizza at work where she's like, okay, I actually want pizza. Anyway, that's on my day. Well, actually, even more crazy, the pizza place that we went to was inside of an American Legion, I think. Like it's like a place for vets hang out. So we like are looking for the pizza place, and we just walk in, and there's all these like old vets just hanging out. We're like, is this a pizza joint? It looks like a like bar or something. But then you just go around the corner, and there's a pizza place right there, and it was good. It was actually it tasted like Domino's pizza, but like made with real food instead of whatever is in Domino's. Actually, that's right. It just didn't taste like Domino's. It just tasted like a pizza made with real food. It was good. Although I guess while I have you and we're waiting for the opponent, even though through the magic of editing I could make this all go away, we go up to the counter and try and order, and they have like a bunch of pizzas just hanging out. They sell it by the slice. So I was like, okay, I want 2 slices. He was like, I was like, what do you have? And he points. He's like, oh, we got cheese, pepperoni, whatever. I was like, I'll get 2 slices of that. And then he's like, okay. And we thought he was just going to hand it to us. But it took him like 15 minutes to get our pizza ready for some reason, even though it was just sitting right there. Very weird. Kind of like what's happening now. They must have, like, maybe they're the people who are working at the pizza place, and this is them, like, grabbing the pizza because it takes like 15 minutes. Okay, this hand is gross. Yes, this hand's really good. I mean, it has turn one Tamio, so. Okay, enough pizza talk. Oh, you can't have a Mox. They have a Mox and 4th Earlingus? Well, it could be a turn 2 Oko, or Minskin Boo, which would be pretty devastating. But turn 1 Tamio goes a long way. Oh, they have nothing. Okay. Did they have counter magic? They had a subtlety. That was it, I think. We're gonna go Copperline Gorge, attack with Tamio. I think we're just gonna play out a Nia here. Just like making use of our mana while we can. If they counter Nia, it's not that big of a deal. That's something. Oh, we can start turning the clue tokens into 3/3s. Okay, you got 5 mana. You're gonna 4th Ear Lingos? Because that would be very sad. Can we just remove this card from the cube, please? Like, it just sucks so much. No, it's not bad, but it's just, what is this? Oh, you get 6 power and the Monarch for 5 mana. It's gross. Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna attack with Nia here and Tamio, so we get the Monarch back. But yeah, the day this card gets removed from the cube will be my favorite day ever. Like, my opponent genuinely played one real spell, and they hit me for 6, and they're drawing cards every turn. It's ridiculous. I can flip Tamio fairly easily with the Monarch trigger. Let's go. I can kill all 3 of their creatures. That's interesting. What does that look like? Do I care that much about their creatures? Because I can go Flame Slash, Chain Lightning, Dismember, but that is genuinely like a 4-for-1 off 4th Earlingus. I can also go Legion's Landing plus Chain Lightning, and that leaves them with 1. They'll get the Monarch back. That's probably better. Then I get to save like somewhat good removal. Or not Legion's Landing, whatever this card is. Kind of wish it was Legion's Landing. Do that. Chain Lightning this one. Maybe I was supposed to keep back Tamio, because then I can block the Knight. And the clue doesn't matter that much. Although Legion Extruder plus clue is kind of the real deal. Also, worth mentioning, playing Nia did so much for me. It got me the card, and then I had a creature in play. Not that this card, I think this card's bad still, but I was considering if I run this out or just crack a clue. And just, if you're not sure what to do, just being proactive tends to be really good. Okay, I'm glad that I didn't go with all removal. They discard Echo of Aeons. It's pretty good. White, blue. Oh my god, dude. I hate this deck. This is all the cards that are just design mistakes, man. Alright, I take 9 damage. I want to point out, my opponent has played effectively 3 spells this whole game. Taken 9. Fall to 5. Alright, Time Walk. Oko. Ugh, this is gross. Okay, we can do this. I know we can do this. It starts... How does it start? We go... Definitely... I want a Flame Slash Dismember. And then I also want a Legion Extruder. So I guess I can't Preordain. Can I even afford to attack Minsc and Boom at 5? Go Forest. I can Oko turn a clue into a creature and kill Minsc and Boo. But I would have to attack with Nia and the creature at Minsc and Boo. Then I can Flame Slash the Boo. This card's so this is just the 2 dumbest cards, man. Oko can kill Minsc and Boo. Yeah, I guess they're just going to sacrifice Boo post-combat probably, so Dismember doesn't help that much. So Oko plus Flame Slash. Attack with both, kill Minsc and Boo. This is dead. Tamio blocks here, I go to 2, and that's still pretty bad, but at least I have an Oko in play. Alright, that's the play. Play Oko. Turn this into a creature. Attack Minsc and Boo. This is, like, again, they played 1 card, and I'm having to do so much work to undo it. And they get to keep the Monarch, because that's just how that works. Alright, go ahead. If I survive this turn, then we're okay. Very unlikely that I do, because they even have Echo of Aeons. Here comes loot. Yeah, we are just dead. I'll make them kill us, but it's, it's something. Oh, they had Flame Slash. I'm actually kind of glad I saw that. We're very dead here. Okay, I did somehow win game 1, I think. I'll take that. This is not a good matchup. Time Walk helps tremendously, but I don't know. These cards, man. I am happy. The one thing I will say about the Vintage Cube, they took out the initiative. The initiative is like, for those who've never played with it, it's like what we just saw, but 10 times more egregious. It's the worst thing ever. So my opponent got 4 Thirlingas, Minsc Boo, and a Mox. That's nuts. I think my draw was actually like kind of good. Like we were doing some cool stuff with Legion Extruder plus the Tameo clues, and then Oko turning the Tameo clues into creatures. Like we had a like cool synergy, but it just when you can spend 6 mana to make 5 mana to make like 6 power, and then spend 4 mana to make essentially 8 power, it's really hard to compete. Okay, we are on the play. Let's do it. Man, this hand, it's not good. I want it to be good. We can do better. Ugh, no blue. I'm still gonna keep... I can't mold it into 5. Let's keep this and let's ditch a Savannah, just hoping I draw blue. I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe I'm just supposed to ditch a blue card, because this is pretty high variance. But I think I just need to play for my outs, because their deck is like... this is crazy. Okay, they do nothing turn 1. That's good news. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to. Worth noting, I wouldn't even be able to play Seasoned Pyro off the green source. So I have to draw a red source. But blue mana, we're in it. Red mana, we're in it. If I draw red, I might just play Seasoned Pyro discarding both of these. Okay, land. Oh my gosh, we've done it. Let's go start with just an attack. Attack for 3, perfect. Make sure I don't yield through the turn. We're gonna get Steam Vents. That gives me red and blue. Then we're gonna go Tameo plus Legion Extruder. Start cranking out 3/3s here. Tameo can also block a 4th Earlingus. I wonder if I'm supposed to play Spellseeker in that spot, but I think the fact that Tameo can block 4th Earlingus makes it pretty valuable, I think. Thornspire Verge. Okay, let's see if I get to attack. Cool. Get Ragavan, we get Tameo, Clue. Here comes Tidebinder. Tidebinder can counter the Tameo trigger. Loses all abilities. Kind of annoying, but we'll see. Interesting. They counter that one. Okay. That tells me their hand is really strong but slow, because they do get to eat this essentially for free. That kind of makes sense. So their hand is really strong but slow. Do I want a Spellseeker? Yeah, I think so. We'll grab Time Walk. Go ahead. I don't know if this is the right play, but at least next turn I can like Time Walk plus Clue token sack. If Tameo's still around, we're doing something. Drawing a land would be ideal, because then I can go Time Walk plus Seasoned Pyro. Just don't have Minsc Boo, please. I can't handle more of this. Dak Faden. Okay. Could be worse. It does ruin my fun Tameo combos. They steal my Clue, and I can't do anything about that. And they kill Tameo. Alright. Gonna be rough. I need to kill Tidebinder, and then I can do stuff. I do have Time Walk. But all of my combos are kind of disrupted now. Because I really wanted to go, like, turn the Clue into a 3/3, play Time Walk, then we could, like, attack Dak Faden. We'll see. Alright, deck land. Oh, it's tapped. I needed to specify untapped land. Well, this will be the saddest Time Walk ever. But I think I do just have to play it here, unfortunately. Yeah. Actually, is it even worth playing it right now? Or is it genuinely just better to wait? I'm doing nothing with my turn otherwise. I think I have to play it, but it's kind of sad because my turn is just nothingness. But I can draw like Eternal Witness. Like we have other things that can benefit us for this. Draw Forest. Let's go Forest, Seasoned Pyro, red, this. Draw 2 cards. Robber the Rich, pretty good actually. Attack Dak Faden with both of these. Strip Mine. Well, I can't play it, but I guess I'm glad they didn't strip mine me. They eat my Spell Seeker. Can't play it, but I do get to keep Robber the Rich around. Okay, Ice Till. Glad I exiled Strip Mine. Their deck is kind of spicy. Prismatic Vista, so they get a bunch of ramp. Yeah, this player got the memo on busted mid-range threats. Morgan Triumph. I got the memo on not drawing playable cards. Cycle this. Okay. That's interesting. I can transform that like next turn. Play this. Island. So whenever you play land from exile or cast a spell from exile, put a counter on it. Okay. Play Savannah. Save this to transform next turn, but they're gonna have like infinite mana. I'm probably just gonna die to the world's biggest 4th Earlingus, but gotta do what you gotta do. They milled Mox. Yeah. They have like so many first pickable cards here. They have Mox, 4th Earlingus, Minskaboo, Dak Fade, and Ice Till Explorer. Thank goodness I exiled Strip Mine. That would have been disastrous. They have a ton of mana. They shock in Steam Vents. Minskaboo gets milled. That's great for me. But 4th Earlingus is just as unbeatable here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 power. Yikes. Genuinely just the dumbest card. I will block here. Take 6. They get the Monarch. Kavu's not that good. Let's transform Nia. White, blue. 1, 2, 3. Then I get to do this, which will give it a counter. 5, 5. Green red Kavu is a 4, 4. I might still literally just be dead. I block this. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is Vigilance, actually. You know what? The Vigilance on this is kind of sick. Okay, Nia. Get in there. Spider-Man thing. I get the Monarch. Alright. It's something. Ugh. Yeah, it's pretty good. I was gonna say I need them to have nothing, but now they have to whiff like 4 times. Mana Confluence is exiled. Okay, I mean, that's not a spell. In fact, Mana Confluence doesn't do anything because they have essentially infinite mana. Although they can't really do this because it does damage to them. If I win this battle, I'm going to be ecstatic. Like, oh, that would be amazing. I just need a Chain Lightning and a Dream. Springheart and Tuco. Alright, you're going to get a lot of those. Doesn't have haste, though. Oh, they milled Uro? No, they... Blue, green. Yeah, they can do Uro. That's probably it. Yeah. They have Tameo too? Wait, literally, what is their deck? How did they get all of this? This looks like a, sealed deck. They have, 5 first picks. And they could just die to whatever this is. A person with bat wings riding a giant spider. I think they're trying... Yeah, they're gonna... They're Flame of Anor... They have a wizard? Oh my god. Okay. They kill that. Now is there any hope for me? No, there is not. Goblin Bombardment's not even... whatever. I'm just dead, I think. I'll make them kill me, I guess. I'm 90% sure I'm just dead, though. Block. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, they just kill me anyway. Alright, see you next round, I guess. Okay, we're playing against Uptight Leader. Let's go first. His hand's... It's got stuff. It's got all of our colors. It's got a turn 1 play. And then it's quite reactive otherwise. We're not going to Phantasmal Image of Pilgrim, but you can't mulligan this hand when it has all your colors. Hopefully we play them in this order. Let's go. All right, Pilgrim first. Okay, black, white. Hopefully not Reanimator. They kept on top, which... Okay, I get to play... Actually, I might just cycle this Triumph, to be honest. I think I'm gonna... I need to do something. So I'm gonna just pass and cycle Triumph. This kind of bluffs like a Tidebinder or something. Okay, they just do that. Cycle. Okay, they kill my Pilgrim. You know what? This is like the Nia redemption arc, I guess. Let's go Mountain into Nia. Oh, dude, no! Don't you dare kill this thing! Oh, this card sucks! Why can't it just draw? No! Like, you don't Shieldred's Edict there unless you have removal. I needed to play something, but this is very devastating. Unless they can't see it. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. No, they're gonna kill it. Dang it. This card sucks. It's like, oh, it's not even an Elvish Visionary. Like, I fell behind on value on that. We draw, I can play a Gut. On its own, it's pretty bad, but it is something to play this turn at least. Grab Steam Vents, yeah. And then if they, like, play anything I can Phantasmal Image, that'd be alright. Okay, Vindicate my Gut. Makti, get in there. My opponent's only at 18. What could go wrong? Okay, they have nothing to play. This is why... Okay, Robber the Rich I like a lot here. Let's do that. Play Robber. Okay, here comes Subtlety. Oh, Urta. You know what? I'm kind of okay with that. I get to draw a card. Not the end of the world. Okay, this thing. Unfortunately, I just gotta, like, Flame Slash this. Like, I don't even want a Phantasmal Image that, because it's pretty bad. Play this. Attack for 2. If I could have instant speed Phantasmal Image countered their thing, I don't know if I would have. Oh, played the wrong one. Flame Slash that. Alright, they have a 2/4. Probe is good. I'm gonna pay mana here. If I draw Titanium, I'm gonna cry. Okay. They're playing something. Hole Breacher. Big yikes. And they have Big Teferi on top. Cool. None of this is good. Like, straight up, none of this is good. The Hole Breacher is particularly brutal. I'm glad I paid life. Or mana. I think I'm going to Phantasmal Image the Preacher. And then Chain Lightning the Hole Breacher. So they can play Teferi downtick on Preacher, but then Makti kills Teferi, I think. So they don't really want to do that. I could have copied Hole Breacher, but it felt like having this is maybe better. They drew Otawara. Okay. Honestly, I don't know if that's better than playing Teferi. I guess they get a 1 lifelink dude. Okay, Eternal Witness. That's interesting. They have Teferi. Ewit's not bad here. I think I'm getting back Robber of the Rich. That makes Teferi under the... puts Teferi under the most pressure. Although Preacher of the Schism does kind of cause problems with that. So I think instead I might get back Nia Skysail to Storyteller. Not having Time Walk sucks, but I can transform Nia. Nia's doing something. I can also get Gut. I think this is just better, to be honest. Play it. Tamiyo. They're gonna kill it, and I'm gonna lose my Tamiyo. I mean, they'd have to Teferi down tick, and then again, Teferi dies if they do that. But if they don't do that, Teferi dies anyway, so... What you got? Big Teferi. I mean, Teferi bounce Nia is pretty devastating. Just exiling all of my good cards. Like, you play it expecting to hit like a land or something. But no. A Time Walk into Tamiyo, and then I'm gonna draw a land for turn. Okay. Dismember is actually not bad. Attack the fairy. Attack them. Fall to 11. I'm gonna have to do this pre-combat anyway, so I might as well do it now. This will pay black. Go ahead. I'm at 6. Don't love that. They have 1 card though. Copter's pretty good. I think I just attack for 2 here. And then I hold back Machdi to block. Play the Copter. So now they have to kill Machdi and or the Copter if they want to stop me from blocking. I can play a giant spider next turn. You know, the spider card is not terrible. Alright. Let's see what happens. Blue, white, this. You had mana drain, huh? Cool. Cool draw. Alright, I will do this. Hit you for 3. I will loot because I could draw Season Pyro. Or that, honestly, don't want to draw that. Opponent's at 8. They have a bunch of mana drain mana. Hopefully they can't do anything with it. I won the game. Okay. I don't know. I should not have won that game, but you know what? This card it's doing something. That's for sure. I don't think it's good, but it is doing something. The fact that it's a big like why is this a 4/4 flying vigilance haste? All the other text doesn't matter. Like it just doesn't matter. But just this stat line is crazy. Okay. We'll keep. It's a really slow hand. So I'd have to know they have Hull Breacher. They're gonna Thought Seize me. Okay. I'm gonna lead on Commercial District. Bountiful Landscape. I already have blue. Let's ditch that. Next turn, we're gonna go Flame Slash the Curtains. That is such a weird sentence. We're gonna Flame Slash the Curtains. What does Gobin do? 3/3 Flying Menace. Do I just Flame Slash this instead? I don't. We're gonna go Elf. Flame Slashing something. I think this thing. I have more removal that kills Gobin. Maybe that was a mistake, because this does nothing until they transform it, whereas this does stuff always. Maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, because it could become a 2/2 and then a 3/3. Yeah. Well, they discard Cryptic Command. That's worth something. Probe to look at my hand. Preacher. Alright. And I already used Flame Slash. Let's Preordain, I think. Yeah, I can Preordain and cycle a Triome here. Although, no, let's just Spellseeker for Time Walk. It's the most mana efficient. Alternatively, I can just Chain Lightning Gobin. Maybe that's the play. Like, Time Walk here is not even good. At least stopping that dude is worth something. And then hopefully eventually later we can get Time Walk when it's higher value for us. This thing is also annoying. Sad I used Flame Slash on something else. I'll take 2. They pass with all their mana up. Maybe a mana drain. Who knows? Dude, this is so many lands. What is happening, bro? Okay, Gut's good. Gut's not good if they have mana drain, but we can't really afford to play around that. Okay. Don't kill Gut. Ah, they do. Dang it. Cut down on Gut. You got it. I guess I'll wait and trade or something. They're down to 2 cards. I mean, they're trading 1 for 1. They draw a card. I will trade off here. Ugh, that's a problem. Alright, we're screwed, I think. Okay, maybe not. Eternal Witness can get back Gut. 2, 3. But I can't play Gut in the same turn. Okay, let's go Mountain. Ewit. I think I'm getting back Flame Slash, to be honest with you. This will get back... Yeah, Flame Slash can deterministically kill the frog. Flame slash you. Then I get to attack for 1. They could have Hole Breacher. I'm not gonna attack. They could easily have Hole Breacher there. I hate this. I mean, I killed the frog. That's good. Here comes big Fractured Identity, Eternal Witness. Okay. Sometimes your opponent's cards just line up perfectly with yours. And this is one of those times. But I still won the last game, which is nuts to me. Alright, Titania. Now would be a great time for you to show up. Carry Zev. Let's play this and cycle. Seasoned Pyro. Honestly, I think I'm better off just pyroing away Carry Zev and getting a 1-1 here. Dude, this is so many lands. There's 2 on the bottom. Ugh. They have a Fractured Identity. I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm winning this. Big Spider? I think Big Spider's still in my deck somewhere. I don't have white mana. Fractured Identity on Seasoned Pyro. They discard Jace and Shieldred's Edict. What the heck? I question if that's actually a good idea that they just did. I will chump Eternal Witness here. 12 to 11. Okay. Let's go Island. See what you got over there. Abomination, Duress, Odawara, Vindicate. Well, it's not gonna be easy. Yeah. Little late for Tamio. Can they just hardcast Crab Maybe. Vindicate Tamio, just attack. Yep. What do you got? Oh, Shelldock, this actually shows me more about their deck, which I'm kind of, oh, that's big to fair. I mean, I'm gonna concede here. But we get a game 3. I mean, like, their deck seems kind of weak to flying. So I just be as aggressive as I physically possibly can. I really wish I could gush. I just can't. Is there any chance Titania works? Probably not. I'm going to cut Chain Lightning. I think Flame Slash is good because a lot of the stuff they have that I want to kill is 4. I'm going to cut a Legion Extruder because it doesn't really do much. Phantasmal Image. I have good hits. I think I do want to run that one. And we'll just hope on Titania as our top end here. Let's go first. This is so slow, but I'll keep. So, we're going to Commercial District first. Makdi is Makdi's pretty good. She's just a creature, but she's not that aggressive. She stops blockers, but I can't play her next turn. I'm going to graveyard her, unfortunately. If I had blue, I'd be more into it, but I don't. So it's like not that likely I can make it work. They duress. They found a hit. Okay. Okay. I mean, we just got to play Inti and hope they don't have a like cheap removal. A lot of the removal was like 3, 5, and 4. They had 1 or 2 cheap removal spells. Okay. Inti, please attack. Honestly, I don't hate that. It's not that bad. We're gonna get our basic island here. And then we get to go Bountiful Landscape. I can cycle that now. So let's go Mountain, Eternal Witness back, Makdi. Please don't have Preacher. Okay, Jace. That's fine. Path to Exile on that dude is wild. Starting Town gives me white mana. Okay, let's attack. Jace is pretty good, but hopefully we can kill before he becomes too much of a nuisance. Let's go Mountain, play Karizev, play Makdi, and then we can cycle Bountiful Landscape if that's an issue next turn. They loot away a mountain swamp. Man, I wish this deck just had like 1 reprieve. Or just good cards. I wish I had good cards. A Thoughtseize would help. Probe is kind of nice. At least like knowing what's going on. They can't mana drain this turn. Spellseeker is pretty good, but I can't get Time Walk and play it because I didn't fetch blue. So let's see what this attack looks like. That's not bad. Starting down enters tapped unless your first, second, or third turn. This is turn 5. I can Spellseeker for a removal spell for Jace. I think I want to cycle Bountiful Landscape here. Play Kavu. 3/3 is not bad. Don't you dare tithe my Kavu. Urtai. Okay. So counters it. I do get a draw. I mean, okay. I'm not mad about it, but now they can duress the Time Walk. Like, part of the reason for holding Spellseeker is if they flip Jace this turn, they're probably going to duress. And then they could just take Time Walk. But if I hold Spellseeker, they can't duress it. I guess I didn't make that clear, but that's why I didn't do this. Now they can. Yeah. Demonic Tutor, flip Jace. Ugh, it's disaster. This Time Walk just never wants to cooperate. Okay, that's not a duress. They don't have blue currently. So far, not so bad. I mean, Time Walk doesn't do a ton when Jace until your next turn. So if I Time Walk after Jace is activated, like, it just doesn't attack for damage. Whatever. That's kind of goofy, actually. But I'd much rather that than them, I don't know, do stuff. Alright, what do we got? Preordain. I would like to look at my deck list and see what I can Spellseeker for. Because I can kill this and then Time Walk. It's not bad. It's really just a Flame Slash. I think that's still fairly mana efficient. They only have 2 cards in hand. It just sucks that this stays weakened, but we're going to work with what we got here. They can't daze me, so we'll Flame Slash the Urtai. And there's no point in like trying to wait until Jace hasn't activated, because I might as well just Time Walk them. Although I maybe should just be killing them now that I think about it. They're at 11 life. Maybe that's the play. I attack them down to 9, I attack them down to 6. Maybe I should have just been attacking them. Got blinded here. Let's preordain. Yeah. Rob Brother Rich is pretty good. Play that. I have 2. Let's play the land out. We can kill Jace here. Attack you. Attack Jace. Okay. We hit a land. Jace down. Go ahead. They currently cannot Shelldock. They can on my turn. Which is, they paid life? That's gotta be good for me. They paid life. So if I hadn't have killed Jace, they'd be at 2, but then they could flash back like Cut Down or Duress or Path. I'm not sure which is better. They don't feel like a Wrath deck because they Demonic Tutored a couple times and never got like a Toxic Deluge. But the problem is, as soon as I draw, their Shelldock will be active. Now, they can't ambush a creature and block because Makti. They're really thinking. Okay, they're back. They thought for like 4 minutes there. And they're doing nothing. I guess that's good. They don't have Cryptic Command unless they have it off Shelldock. So we want to attack first and then play Oko post-combat. Because if they have Cryptic off Shelldock, then they have to do it right now. But if I play Oko, they could Cryptic counter Oko and tap my team, and that's devastating. Okay, they Shelldock at the beginning of combat phase. It's gotta be Cryptic, right? Like, nothing else makes sense. Fractured Identity on Eternal Witness. That's gross. Stop doing that to me, man. So they do that and then they get cut down. At least it enters tapped. They cut down Rob Brother Rich. They take 3 down to 5. Huh. Okay. Well, I get to Rob Brother Rich trigger now. Mox Pearl's not terrible. Play Mox Pearl. Play Oko. And I think I just want to make this a 3/3 right now. That way I can block with Oko. And like if they kill Oko, I want to have a creature in play. Because if I make a food, they kill Oko, I basically gained nothing. At least this way I have a Mox that I can do something with. We did it. Wow. This deck, first of all, did not deserve anywhere this record. But the fact that I got a match in round 2 against that deck is wild to me. Um, I think this deck was pretty weak overall. Nia, it did surprise me, but also the front side was so frustrating because it exiled my Time Walk, it exiled my Tameo, it exiled something else that I wanted. Pretty rough. But the backside is just huge for like it's I don't know, why is it so big? Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Goofy deck still went 2-1. Time Walk wasn't very good, but that's just because the rest of our deck's not that powerful. So, see you next time.